Good day, watchers, and welcome to 2024 review tonight. And tonight I've been watching a movie called Mountaintop Mountaintop Motel Massacre. We're watching this tonight. It's a 1 hour 35-minute film, and it's released in 1986. And by 1986, many fear fans were probably under the impression that the slasher genre had run out of surprises. However, Mountaintop Motel Massacre indicates that nothing could be further from the truth. Unlike so many of its contemporaries, the sleazy and tangly stained sickie features an older antagonist in the seriously psychotic Evelyn and Anna Chapel, an elderly and absolutely insane off-the-road hotel owner who that may as well give Norman Bates some sleepless. That might well give Norman Bates some sleepless nights. When Evelyn is not taking her sticky to the faces of those stupid enough to rent a room at her one-star establishment, she is planting poisonous snakes under their beds or hiding in an underground bunker that gives her plenty of time to plan her next bout of shocking, brutal slaughter. One of the most maniacal of the 80s slasher pictures is seriously sinister. Mountaintop Hotel has been in high demand from horror fans for. Okay, so I won't read that. Okay, so I've been watching this night. Really enjoyed it. And like I said, this woman's completely battered out. At the beginning of the film, you see like her daughter in the film doing something. She's got this rabbit and stuff like that. Her mum's outside doing something, like a bit of like she's doing something outside, right? She goes to the house, right? She kills the daughter, right? And then some weird shit happens, you know. You think, I don't know it's weird. It's just I don't know how she got away with the killings. It's like weird the way this film works. But anyway, the cops, the sheriffs turn up and everything. The paramedics, they turn up in the see her. And of course a friend of the family is there. This I think it's preacher. I think he said he was. Then later on in the film, you see these. You see this couple turn up at the motel because it's raining, so it's like pouring it down and stuff like. These two couples, and then you see this guy who pretends to be a music producer by impressing these two girls that he picks up on the rainy night because their car like breaks down or something and it's raining and stuff, so he picks them both up. You do see a few characters in this film, other characters like this black guy. And he's quite funny actually. He actually makes me laugh. He says something quite funny, and of course they all like stay at this motel, of course. I know the woman in it does like what she goes and does, right? You can hear these voices from her daughter like talking to her to kill people and stuff like that. It's like, and I suppose in a way it kind of reminds me of Friday the 13th. So anyway, she's a complete batty crazy woman. Honestly, God, I'm just like, Jesus Christ, sickie. She has this like one of these things from Children of the Corn. These sharp knives that kind of bend like that curve. Quite devastating actually what she does with this weapon. Of course, what she goes and does, right? She sets for instance, the two couple in the film, right? This man and this woman. She sets a poison snake in a hotel room, and of course, one of the characters gets bitten on the face by the snake, and then the black guy, the black dude in it. I don't know the characters' names, right? She puts cockroaches in his hotel room, and he says something quite funny. He says you might as well call it the Roach Motel or something. And the preacher of his, she sets rats in his motel room. It's got some great death scenes in this film. It's got some surprising death scenes. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I didn't expect them to get killed in the film, but it has moments you think, huh? A bit confused in certain parts. The last part was pretty confused. I was like, but yeah, apart from that, I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Really, some decent performance in this film too. especially the girl in it. So anyway, certain characters do get killed in this film, of course, leaving less characters in the movie, less victims, of course. Of course, when they find out it turns out to be the woman in it, they go out and try thinking, what they're going to do is like they try to nail the trapdoors, the doors down where she's been climbing up, killing people, or setting the animals off in the room and stuff like that, putting poison snakes in the room. And what they do is nail the room down, of course, nail the doors down so she can't climb. Well, of course, it doesn't quite work out. It doesn't quite work out in this film. That idea, you've got to watch it because it is. So yeah. So anyway, they've got to find out where this woman is. One of the characters got like a big giant freaking swollen face because of snake bite, of course. So anyway, some of the for instance, the guy in it who pretends to be a music producer who tries to, try it on with the two ladies, this part baffled the hell out of me because what they're going to do about the thing. Oh, let's all go down to let's try and find out in this bunker in the tunnel, of course. There's one character gets his hand chopped off, right, and then later on in the film, the sheriff turns up because he got a phone call from the guy who pretends to be the music producer because the guy had because he was telling him about the snake bite and stuff like that, on his phone because he's got like a car phone in his car, and when you see the hand again, it's like moving when it's like, I'm just thinking, how the hell is that possible? It's got some crazy moments in this film. And the part where when that guy goes at the bottom into the bunker, right, he turns the light off, and then you don't see him again until later on in the film. I thought, huh? He doesn't really do much. He just kind of like turns the light off and torch, and it's crazy. And the last part was baffling as hell. I was sitting there going, what the hell was that all about? So yeah. Okay, right. Okay, I get to what I liked about it and what I didn't like about it. I always stick with the negative first and the positive after. So, okay, what I didn't like about it. Okay, then I think certain parts of the movie didn't really explain certain parts. For instance, the guy who goes after the woman in the bunker, who pretends to be the music producer, he kind of just vanishes and then pops up like at the end. It's just weird. Even I was like, hang on, what? I thought there'd be like a twist with that character. I thought, oh, that's interesting, but heck. Apart from that, that's anything. What I liked about it, decent performance from the cast, some really good killings in the film, really good killings, some bit of humour too at the same time, not a lot, it's not like a little bit of humour. I thought that was quite funny for a film that took us, but yeah. Death scene, good death. Actually, on the cover of that, it does not look like how it looks different there. I thought it looked like that. I thought, oh, that's cool, but it looks completely different. That looks more like the house from Psycho. That does. Look at it. No, it looks nothing like that in the film. It's just, so yeah. But yeah, what I liked about, like I said, decent performances, good death scenes, good atmosphere. The rain and everything, good atmosphere. Dark and everything, creeper. Yeah, so there is another part in the film I didn't really mention, is that part where you actually see the woman's room. She has these like dolls and everything, in the motel, and then she has a Ouija board in the corner. I was like, oh my god, it's a Ouija board. Jesus Christ. So yeah, this is pretty interesting. Pretty interesting film. So what rating would I give this film? I give this film a 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. Solid performance from the cast. So I give it a 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. I like the creepy atmosphere. Felt like Friday the 13th in certain parts. And the woman was crazy as heck, and I like that crazy woman. She kind of reminds me of that woman from Friday the 13th, the first one, craziness. Yeah, not original, but really enjoyed it. So yeah, crazy woman. So yeah. So there's my review of that movie. I'm gonna go off now, people. I did enjoy it. If you ever want to, you know, watch it. You know, see if you see it on the shelf, pick it up, watch it, and enjoy it. If you love horror films, if you like Friday the 13th, or I suppose that's what you compare it to, Friday the 13th and Psycho. Put them both together and you get that. So yeah, really enjoyed it though. Really interesting film. It's like they just combine both films together. Not original, but really effective though. Really enjoyed it. So anyway, people, this is my review of Mountaintop Motel Massacre. Remember to subscribe to my channel. Have a nice day. Have an evening. And if you ever, you know, driving along on a motorway or something, you see a motel and it's raining and stuff, and make sure the person there is not psychotic like that woman there, because she was crazy. So yeah. And anyway, so I'm gonna go off now. So have a nice day. Have a nice evening, and take care of yourself. See you later. Bye.